Greetings everybody. Today we're going to start with operators in that. I think the last lecture we did arithmetic operator. But in this one we're going to look at logical operator and comparison operator. So we go to a setting, command palette, new Dart project, console application, to my desktop. Okay, mobile protocol. So I'm going to create a new protocol. Protocol 2. Select the folder. I'll call it protocol. And we wait for a project to load. Our project is loading, so we wait for it. Okay, great. We go to our bin folder. Protocol 2. I don't need this, so I'll do away with it. I also don't need this. So in this lecture, we will look at comparison operator, comparison, logical. We've already looked at arithmetic operator. So maybe we'll do a little of arithmetic. Arithmetic operator. So let's start. Now let's imagine a scenario, because it's always good to use a real life scenario anytime we're trying to code. So let us imagine a real life situation where I want to go to the market to get a shirt. So int my size. Oh, still have my comment now. I have to comment it down. Int my size equals to 35. Now I'll check for available size in the market. Int available size equals to 40. Now I have to make a decision whether to buy or not to buy. And that will be done with with comparison operator. Sorry about that. So we start if my size is less than available size, I'm going to say to the vendor, please, these clothes, or rather the shirts, is bigger than me. Now I want to try another scenario where else if my size, where my size is greater than available size, I'll write print. So I'll tell the vendor Please, this shirt is too tight on me. Else, so remember why I'm having error is because I didn't add the else outside the scope. So we have to delete this. Okay. Now we won't have any more errors. Else print this is the perfect match. I'm going to buy it. Now let's run this code and see. Remember always to save. Control S. Control S is save. Let's run the code and see what will happen. Please, the shirt is bigger than me. Why? Because actually available size is greater. Now let me change my size to 42 so that my size is bigger than the shirt, and let's see what will happen. Please, this shirt is too tight on me. See what it said? Then let's try the final scenario where my size is the same as the available size. I'll save and run it. This is the perfect match. I'm going to buy it. Interesting. So what we just did here is that we are making use of the comparison operator. So like I said, we have arithmetic, we have logical, we have comparison operator. So this is one case scenario of using comparison operator. Now let's look at arithmetic operator. Sorry, let's look at logical operator. Logical operator. So we have to make a decision where I want to make breakfast and I want to make fried egg with tomatoes to make sauce. So in this scenario, I'm going to use Boolean. As is egg available? Is egg available? I say true. I use another Boolean. Is tomatoes available? I'll say true. Let me say true in this. So now, most times when you're using operators, if else statement comes in handy. So it's not out of place to look and be using if else statement anytime you're trying to work with operators. And remember, right now we're working with a logical operator. The first one we did was comparison operator. We're trying to compare two things. Logical operator has to do with the use of and, or, so or not. So let's see how it's going to work in this. So if is tomatoes available? The symbol for and is ampersand 2, and is egg available? So if both of them are available, I'm going to say I will make a delicious egg sauce. That's what I'm going to say if I have both available presently with me. Else, I'll just let me just fry on the egg. Else, if it's not true, then what will happen is I will fry egg and use it with my bread. So let's see what we've done. I'm going to comment this one out so that it doesn't occupy space. Remember, how to comment out is you hold your control, then you press on the / or the key with the question mark. So let me say Control S, always remember that. And let's run it. And what they say, I will make a delicious egg sauce. I'm always forgetting my question mark. My full stop. My bad. So this is a situation whereby the both has to be true. Both has to be available. If tomato is available and egg is available, that's when I'll have to make egg sauce. Now, what if a situation where only one is available, which is egg? Now let me run it and see what will happen. I'll fry egg and use it with my bread because only egg is available. Both of them are not available. So the output, it negates what we want to achieve. Now, in a situation whereby only one is available, that's what we're talking about, the or, the conditional or, and it's depicted by this. That's the logical or, sorry. So if only one is available, I'll just say I'll make breakfast. It may not be delicious, but I'll definitely make a breakfast. I'll make a breakfast. So regardless of whether I have tomatoes, so long as I have only tomatoes or I have only one egg, that is only one situation apply, is going to work. You see, I'll make breakfast. That is the duty of the or. But the other one, and, has to do with both. Both has to be available. But for or, only one has to be available. So I will uncomment this. Okay, in as much as I've talked about arithmetic operator, I'll stay through a little more light on it before the end of this video. That's the next thing we're going into. So basically, we've dealt with comparison operator where we went to market and we're trying to get clothes, and this decision we make. Now we try to make our breakfast with the logical operator, and now I want to work on a couple of arithmetic operators. So I'll say int a equals to 10, int b equals to 20. A and B. A equals to 10, B equals to 20. So now let's look at the arithmetic operators that we have. We have summation, we have division, we have multiplication, and we have product, summation, and we have addition. So let's start with the first, summation. Int sum equals to A plus B. So I can say print I'll put my dollar sign here because I need it now. Sum. So I'll comment out all this so that it doesn't clutter our console. Let me run it. Always remember to save. So 10 plus 20 is equal to 30. Now I'll do one difference, which is subtraction. So B is greater, B minus A. So I'm going on the run to print it. Print difference. It should give me an answer of 10. 10. So the next one I'm going to work on print. I haven't actually created it, but I'll work on it. Product. So it's going to give me errors because I have not actually declared it. Remember, declaration is the first two. Product. This is the declaration. If I put semicolon, you see it doesn't give me any error, but it needs to be initialized. So product equals to A times B. As 10 times 20, I'm looking at 200. Let's run it and find out. If I'm wrong, wow, okay, I'm not wrong. The next one is int quotient or division. Let me just use divide equals to B divided by. Remember, it's always very important that you use double when you want to do division, because most times the values you want to use will be decimal. It's already giving us error telling us to use double. So now let's print it. Divide. So I should be getting 2.0, and that's it. So one last thing I want to touch on is called the modulus operator, which is more like remainder. So if you have 11 items and divide it equally amongst two people, they are going to get 5 each, so left with 1. So that's what's going to happen here. We are going to change some of this figure. Remainder equals to 20. No, I have to do B modulus A. Now, for us to really appreciate this, I have to go here and make this have a remainder. So let me print it. Remainder. Okay, let's save. Now, if Then if 21 items are to be divided among two people, each person is going to get 10, and we have 1 left. So let's run it and see what we're going to get. See, we have 1 left. We can actually make statements in this. I can say the sum of A and B is, can also make a statement here. Remember, I'm inside double quote, which is a string. The difference between B and A is, I'll leave it there. The third one, I'll say the product, let me correct my error. The product of A and B is product. So the next one is, say, if B is divided by A, we will have this divide. And last but not the least, I have remainder. And I'll say what will be left after two persons, okay, 2 people share equally 21 items will be, we'll find out. We find out. So let's run it. So the sum of A and B is 31. The difference between B and A is 11. The product of A and B is 210. If B is divided by A, this should be comma. Oh, what will be left? Let's run it again. All will be left. Okay. If B divided by A, we will have, okay, yeah, get it. It's correct. So what will be left after 2 people share equal 21 items will be 1. So that's what I basically want to talk about today. Remember, we talked about the operators, the comparison operator, the logical operator, and the arithmetic operators. So while talking about let me uncommand this. While talking about the comparison operator, we went to market, we'll find out if the cloth is going to size us. So while talking about the logical operator, we try to make breakfast with egg and tomatoes. And we did mention that for egg and tomatoes to be available, that if both are true, what it implies is that I can make egg sauce. And I did highlight that the way you represent it is encoded inside the if condition is 2 ampersands. Yes. Now in a situation where just one of them is available, you can use all, because we will only make breakfast. It may not be delicious, but we make breakfast. Then we did talk about addition, that's the arithmetic operation, addition, subtraction, product, division, then remainder. So that's a recap of what we did. Thank you so much, and see you in the next video.